is the Tempest MVU 60. Features of this particular MVU are hydraulic driven generator, hydraulic driven water pump, remote control, ventilator tilt forward and back, ventilator rotation left and right, the 3-meter scissor lift, variable speed fan control. Here on the control panel are the buttons that control the functions of the MVU. When using the control panel, switch it to local. When using the remote, switch it to remote. When not in use, leave it in the off position. This button here controls tilt. Forward tilt will bring the nose of the ventilator down so that the exit air is pointing towards the ground. When tilted back, the exit air from the ventilator will go up. Rotate. When rotating right, the exit air of the ventilator will rotate to the right. When rotating left, the exit air of the ventilator will rotate to the left. Lift up and down. Up raises the scissors in the ventilator, down lowers. When the down lever is turned, an alarm will sound off, letting everybody know that the ventilator is coming down. Fan start. When you want to use the fan, you will push this button and then turn to the positive for fan speed control. There is a momentary delay from the time you push the button, turn the knob, before the fan will actually rotate. Holding it down in the positive position will cause the fan to reach full speed in a short amount of time. Or you can bump it and it will go in increments up to full speed. The same with down. When you hold it down, the fan will quickly ramp down the idle speed and shut off. Or you can bump it from high speed down in increments of fan control. Water pump, turn it on, will engage the hydraulic water pump. Make sure you're hooked to a water source and water is readily available. Do not run the water pump for extended amount of time without any water running through it. Generator is in the off position. When you turn it on, the hydraulic generator will power up, producing 220 volts at 50 hertz. On the front of the panel is also a slope indicator. The slope indicator will tell you how many degrees forward or back or left to right that the unit has been tilted. In the manual, it states the correct angle of slope for operation. There's also an emergency stop button. In the event that something happens, it needs to be shut down right away, hit the button. That shuts all features off, causing the fan to stop quickly. To reactivate it, turn it clockwise, it turns back on. When the button is pushed in, the emergency stop light lights up. This shows that if for some reason somebody hit by accident and you don't know why you're not working, this light should be lit. Again, clockwise releases it. There is a hydraulic oil filter filtration indicator light. In the event that the hydraulic filter becomes too restricted and there's a great amount of force put on it, this light will come on indicating that there's an issue that needs to be checked and the filter replaced. There's also a hydraulic oil level indicator. In the event that there's a leak and hydraulic oil drops down below safe limits, this light will come on. Immediately stop operation of the MVU and correct the situation. In the event that for some reason the aftercoolers are not functioning correctly and the oil temperature exceeds its recommended rating, this oil temperature light will come on. Again, this is all explained in the operations manual in greater detail. This control panel has several gauges mounted on it. The gauges show hydraulic pressure for generator operation, hydraulic pressure for water pump operation, hydraulic pressure for the lifted tilt, and the fan pressure. These gauges will show active pressure once the units are in operation. For use of the wired remote, once the unit is engaged and operating, turn this switch over to remote. The remote is held in by a security strap. Pull that strap through, but not all the way, so that it drops down. The remote will come out. Once the unit has been set to remote, you'll be able to push fan start and increase speed, then decrease speed, lift up, lift down, turn the water pump on or off. You'll be able to tilt the unit forward and backwards, as well as rotate the unit left to right. This particular MVU is actually PTO driven. Tempest offers MVUs PTO driven as well as diesel powered in both Cummins or Caterpillar engines. So before operating the MVU, remember, undo the rotational locking pin. Once your MVU is in position and you're ready to operate it, before engaging the PTO, turn the disconnect to the on position. This will power up all the electronics that operate the hydraulic systems as well as the rotation. Turn the control to loco, and then start to engage your PTO. Once the PTO has been engaged, switch your controls to your desired function. We're going to do local for the control panel. Now all the buttons on this are active. To start the fan operation, you will press fan start. You will use this dial to increase speed, turn to the plus, to decrease speed, turn to the minus. At full speed, this fan will produce an estimated 400,000 plus CFM. complete, return the scissor to its full down position. Make sure the ventilator is tilted back to 0. Make sure the unit is rotated so that the locking pin can be put back into position.